I have been thinking about God. I don't believe there is an old man with a long white beard up in the sky somewhere called heaven. It might have once been a good story, but it was never the truth. It was invented and propagated to satisfy the curiosity of the people, not in charge, as a means of keeping them in line with the people who were in charge. The people of the churches, religious leaders, and the monarchs and despots who needed their support to enjoy a rich lifestyle at the expense of the rest. It's harder now to support religious teachings of old than it ever was. So I can say there is no God and there never was. I am sure we are all here by chance. The chance of life developing in a universe and by things going wrong with the process of reproduction of that life, we now exist in a diversity of life forms from minute organisms to complex biochemical entities we call animals, including people. So, if there is no God, keep giving him a capital H for him and G for God, just in case. How on earth did religion ever get hold of the people? Now, here I believe in the unknown, in chance, how things catch on other things, how electrical cables always tie themselves in a knot, how devilmen Murphy's Law to politely blame the innocent Irish for it, but more commonly called Sod's Law, very clearly exists in our everyday life. This is what created the diversity of life forms we see around us and which we are rapidly destroying with our pursuit of self endearment. With the way DNA is not just a double helix, it is also twisted so much that it no longer resembles the beautiful model seen in the science museums, but it is more an untidy, screwed up, shapeless mess. No wonder things go wrong with reproduction. Look not upon the afflicted as those who were simply unlucky. Look upon the unlucky as the way chance is finding your future. So, to this point, we have sidestepped some issues which sensible people like to dismiss as nonsense. Ghosts, strange things on earth, faith healing, and miraculous recoveries. Do prayers work if we don't believe in God? My answer is maybe they do. There is much we do not know about our brains, about ourselves even, having had strange experiences of my own, and trust in people who imagined nobody would believe what they had to relate. There we go again, with an act of faith after spending all this time dismissing faith in God. I could believe that we are able to see into the future through abilities we don't know we have. That there may indeed be ghosts that forgot to look for the place of the afterlife, as spirits which transgress time. We know time itself is not fixed. Who can say that after millions of years of evolution, we have not developed hidden skills to see, hear, or even live beyond the death of our biochemical entities, which you can call bodies? What are we passing down to our children? There is a well documented case of an English footballer who had an accident and woke up from a coma in hospital speaking fluent French. A nurse who understood him was able to tell what part of France he was from, but he had never spoken French in his life, never learned it. His French experience only lasted 15 minutes, and he cannot speak the language now. So we see it later, of course, transpired that his family ancestors had come to England from France. Comprenez-vous? C'est possible. I can remember speaking German in a dream when I was a child. I didn't learn anything of the language until I had to drive there, but found it quite easy to get into, if not to speak well without training. Look at the behavior of animals. Elephants that experience deep grief on losing close family. Birds that instinctively know where to fly. Baby turtles that hatch on a beach and get on with looking for water. And so on and on. Everywhere we look, there is evidence of the things we don't properly understand on a fairly simplistic level. But the scale goes up to ghosts and premonitions, and identical twins' common understanding and knowledge when far distant. Did something invisible just move behind me? Or make me think to look around when there is nothing there? Who or what could be watching me, even if it doesn't interfere with me? Beyond the odd glance over the shoulder. Some people have sensual merging. They hear in color. Crazy? No. Unusual? Yes. But not crazy. When I play the piano, I don't look at the music. I can't sight read like good musicians can, and I admire them for it. I simply play what my hearing tells me to play next from the tune in my head and a lot of practice from my fingers and my hands. I can hit one or two octaves up and down first time because I practiced it. But which chord sequence to use? How do I work it out? I don't know. It seems simple and obvious to me. Anyone can sing a song they learn. What is the difference with playing a piano or a guitar? The clever musicians are the ones who can hear it to play it like I do, and who can also read the music and play the correct notes as they were written without looking at the notes on the piano or where their fingers and hands are on the guitar or violin or trumpet or whatever, because they are looking at the musical score printed in front of them. They can pick up something new and play it immediately. I can't. I have to hear what third and fourth or what I want to play first until I know it in my head. But I still don't understand why some people who can't. I play without, reading from the notes, and that baffles me too. So, where are we after all this? No God? No, He's not there to pray to. But maybe prayer works. If we all think hard about the same thing, can we rescue some telepathic ability from our animal past to achieve the seemingly impossible in the present? The Lord won't buy you a Mercedes Benz. Maybe, if enough of you want it so much, then praying might get you one to share perhaps. My advice would be go on, chance it, trust the unknown.